Welcome to the Glow Getters podcast. My name is Fahey-Ahrndt, and I'm your host. I teach and inspire leaders to step into their productive selves and find their true potential. I'm a passionate creative and scientist with over 8 years of healthcare leadership experience. At age 25, I stepped into my first management role and didn't find the leadership advice I was looking for. So here I'm giving you the tools to end burnout and enjoy a vibrant career and life. Glad you're here to learn and grow with me. Now, on with the show. Hey Glow Getters, it's Kayla here, your host of the Glow Getters podcast. Thanks for joining me on another episode of the Glow Getters podcast. I'm pretty pumped that you're here. So I'm recording this from my home, obvi. We're still social distancing because that's the new cool hip thing to do, making the most of it, obviously, doing things we don't normally do, like getting to spend more time in our yard. Like my daughter can run around now and explore, and that's been really fun, just seeing her not be afraid to touch grass. Last year she wouldn't put her toes in it, so hey, that's an improvement. We got a lot of house stuff done because we were refinancing our home to take advantage of the market right now, the interest rates, and so we got a lot of renovation done over the last week, which has been great. My husband was furloughed for a week, so he was able to do that during that time, so I was very grateful to him for that. As well as, demonstrating how quickly I can clean a house in one evening. So a lot of things going on here. And it's just made me think about what's quote unquote normal and what parts of my routine have I kept throughout this entire month and a half of social distancing that have really served me, and what things have I kind of have found harder to do that I needed to call attention to help myself keep focus on those things so I can be successful. So I was thinking about this. So I went on my Insta stories and just asked you guys, hey, if I did a 5-day Take Back Your Morning challenge, would that sound like something that you guys would enjoy? And I had almost 20 plus responses. I think it was I know 12 people responded to the yes, please, and then I love tips. And then I don't know, a handful or more of you said, yes, I would definitely follow the hashtag. So I did some pondering on this. So I'm doing a 5-day Take Back Your Morning challenge, and I'm calling it May Morning Take Back. Hashtag May Morning Take Back. So if you want to follow me, I'm going to be putting out one podcast episode per day starting Sunday. And this starts on Sunday, May 3rd, because you're hearing this podcast on Friday, May 1st when it drops. So starting Sunday, May 3rd, and it'll be 5 days to take back your morning. So hashtag May Morning Take Back. I'm pretty pumped about it. So I'm going to be going live on Insta Stories, but also I'm going to be doing these podcasts, and it's going to be 5 days in a row of podcasts. And so I'm really excited because I'm going to talk you through how I plan my mornings, exactly what I do, and the intentional reasons for why I do everything that I do. So it's going to be really helpful that you do follow along for each day, because what I teach you is going to build on itself, and I'm going to give it to you in a specific order, specifically to show you how the process flows, and then also kind of show you and demonstrate what has worked for me and what I keep coming back to and what resonates with me. So I find that if I'm able to conquer my morning, I have a really amazing day and I can slay my day. And that can mean a lot of things. So either I have a really amazing morning, and slaying my day might mean that I crush it at work. I'm productive, I get what I need to do done, I help people, I solve problems. Bam. It could also mean that I'm going to enjoy a day of rest. It might mean that I'm, spending my time reading and creating and relaxing and just vegging because that's what I need, right? It could also mean that I'm dealing with a toddler who's throwing tantrums and crying nonstop because she can't express what she's trying to tell me. Oh, wait. Anybody else feel like that? Yep. Hashtag being a parent, right? So no matter what your day ahead of you looks like, if you take your morning back and take it for yourself and find a way to carve out some time for you. You can really have an amazing day, whether it's rest, work, whatever. It doesn't matter what your current situation is. So this can be customized to you, but it's something that I consistently do, whether it's a weekday or a weekend, and whether I'm on vacation or whether I'm at home in self-isolation. So #May morning take back. I'm excited. So what do you need to be ready for this? First thing is go on Instagram and follow the hashtag May morning take back. And I'm going to be posting on my feed and my stories about that, so you don't want to miss those. Be ready to use those hashtags if you get something out of the podcast and want to share or learn, because I'll be searching those hashtags. And at the end of this 5-day thing, I'm thinking about doing like a fun prize for people who are following along and being really engaged, because I think it'll be just a fun thing to do. Second thing is I want you to track these things that I'm going to teach you, because what you focus on grows. So if you focus on positive things that are going to help you have your successful morning, take your morning back, #May morning take back. If you focus on these really positive things, those things will continue to grow and blossom in your life and have a ripple effect in other areas of your life. So if we track or keep track of how many times, or if we did it each morning, we're calling attention to these key success items, and you're not going to want to skip them. So if you have a notebook, whether it's digital or a piece of paper, a planner maybe that you use, it can even be like a Post-it, or if you're into those habit trackers where you like color in the bubble, those are pretty fun. You can use those. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to track and how to track when we start day one. But I want to make sure that you're prepared and ready and know that I'm going to teach you my methods. And I want you to have some source of truth to go back to look back and see how much progress you've made, but also be able to hold yourself accountable in a good way to say, okay, yep, today I'm doing these things to set myself up for success in the morning. So it's going to be really, really simple, but so that you can be very consistent, and it's going to be sustainable over time, so that you don't get burnt out from like doing everything in the morning. So you're probably like, just tell me, what are the 5 things? Well, I really, really want you to tune into the podcast daily for day 1, 2, 3, and 4 of this #May morning take back. I hope this is going to add value to your life. It's kind of going to reinforce some items for me, give me the kick in the pants to make sure I get my #May morning take back done, because I'm kind of over this like waffling back and forth, like things are working, things are not. Like I don't really enjoy living in a life where it feels like a roller coaster. Like one day is great, one day is bad, one day is great, one day is bad. So I find that I'm just ready to be disciplined and take back my morning. And this is going to allow me to feel the feels, but also keep moving forward, which I think is just what we all need right now. So as a reminder, this starts Sunday, May 3rd. I'm going to have podcast number 1 up then. You're going to have followed the #May morning take back hashtag, and you're going to be ready to track, because day 1, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. So make sure you have a pen, paper, something to write with, something to record, and even if it's in your phone, and that'll be it. All right, guys, I'm really excited for you, and I hope that you will tune in and let your friends know to follow the May morning take back with you. It's always easier when you have accountability and people to do it with you. So share this and send them to this podcast and my Instagram handle @Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt, and they can follow along. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day. Talk soon. Bye. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Glow Getters podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave me a good rating and review on iTunes. It really helps me get this podcast in front of other people. If you'd like to connect with me, please follow me on Instagram @Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt. And you can always check out my website for more content, blog posts, and recipes at glowgetterslife.com. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.